Hey guys, this is Danny, and in today's video I will be sharing 8 tips to help you guys win in Snow Wars. So the first tip has to do with the building phase, and it's actually to not spam blocks or build giant fortresses or walls in front of you. And the reason for it is when you throw a snowball at a wall, or shoot a snowball at a wall, you are able to get blocks from it. Every time you break a block, you get one every time you break a block, you get one snowball in return. So you see this person that built like the wall here. Basically, I could throw at the wall, get rid of it, hit the people behind it, and also get my snowballs back. So it's really not a good strategy. What is better to do is just while everyone's building, stay on the side and try and snipe people who aren't paying attention. Go to the side. I never like to go in the middle. This isn't actually part of the tips, but it's never smart to stay in the middle the whole time. I always like to either stay on one side, try and shoot people on the middle, or shoot people on the side. You know, you never want to just stay directly in the middle because that is where everyone will be looking. But yeah, make sure not to spam blocks everywhere. It only just supplies them with snowballs. It really doesn't do much. If you make like a little area to keep you hidden or something, or where you could shoot around it, it's a little bit different. But just don't spam place blocks everywhere. It's really not worth it. It just supplies them with snowballs. Tip number 2, which is in my opinion the most important tip of today's video, is to not die. As you can see, I currently have 1 kill and 0 deaths. Let's say I run in there and go get killed. Let's hope they can actually kill me. I assume they'll be able to if they, yeah, there we go. See, I went in there and got killed. So pretty much, remember the kill I got earlier? It got canceled out. And also, I got a kill in the first round when you earned 1 block per kill. In this round, you earn 2 blocks per kill. So technically, the fact that I died means I have literally lost more blocks for our team. If you don't know what I mean by blocks, I mean the lands here that it is expanding. I've lost more territory for our team by my 1 death than I've gained territory for killing someone. Every time you die, you negate points for your team, which basically makes your kills meaningless. If you guys are able to get, let's say, if you get 4 deaths, but you get 10 kills, at least you got 6 more kills than death, which means your KDR is higher, which means that your kills, even though you died a few times, are still benefiting the team. However, if you only get a 4-kill game, but you don't die at all, you didn't hurt the team in any way because you got 0 deaths. So that is the best thing to do. If you die in the last round when it gives you 4 rows, or I don't remember if it's 4 or 5, but if it takes away 4 or 5 rows, that is huge. That is crucial. If you die there, it will be a huge pushback, and it will also mean you're more in the negative. However, if you kill people there, obviously you'll earn more points. But just make sure to be very careful with dying. Don't like sit in the back the whole time and do nothing, but be very careful with yourself so you don't die and give up points and stuff. So the third tip has to do with spamming snowballs. So pretty much how it works is if you spam snowballs by jitter clicking, look how fast it goes. It goes about that fast. But if you hold it down, look how fast it goes. It goes so much faster. I got sniped. That's fantastic. But basically, if you guys don't know, you definitely want to make sure to hold down. I'm not sure how it is on Xbox or on mobile, but I know for a fact that on PC, jitter clicking snowballs is a lot slower than just holding the thing down. It really is a pro tip. If you don't do that, then like that's not good. I'm being shot at as we speak. This is fun. Tip number 4 has to do with crouching while shooting, and I just want to make it clear. Like obviously, you want your team to build a little bit. Like look at this, my team doesn't like build at all. It's like pretty dumb. Like look at them, they're just like not building anything. Like this is like, yeah, this isn't as good. But you don't want to spam blocks. Like you can let your team do the building. Like you want to make sure you're not the one spamming blocks for them to get free snowballs. But yeah, this tip, like I said, has to do with crouch while shooting. And the reason it is because when you crouch while shooting, the other team can't see your username, and it means it's harder for them to see where you're shooting your snowballs from. But yeah, basically if you're crouching, or even if you're using this, if you crouch over here while shooting, it means that they'll have a harder time trying to pick up where the snowballs are coming from. But yeah, pretty much this tip is about just crouching while shooting, so it means it's a little bit harder for your opponents to know where you're shooting from. Tip number 5 is to not get caught in the spam. Pretty much in the beginning of rounds, or towards the end of rounds, people will start to spam snowballs like that. You see, they will just launch them. They will just launch them like a catapult, spamming them at your face. So as you can see, the round is about to start, and people are getting ready to launch their snowballs. So as you can see, there's snowballs flying everywhere, just like this. But now, in between this, everyone wastes their snowballs. Now is a great time to shoot, because everyone's waiting for a relog. So you don't want to spam your snowballs like I did. So then when people run out, you could shoot at them and get some easy kills. And also, at the end of rounds, it gets pretty chaotic with snowball spam because everyone gets their snowballs back and they start spamming again, just like this. So yeah, you want to be very careful when the other team is spamming snowballs to not get caught in it like that. I ran right into their funneled snowball spam. Gotta watch out for that. It's really important. Tip number 6 is to not get caught in bow battles. And basically the reason you don't want to is if you shoot at people who aren't paying attention, those people are a lot easier to kill. But if you're shooting at someone and you got in a bow battle with someone, if you're both shooting at each other, you're both going to be missing a lot because they're going to be very conscious of that. Like this dude, see, we're now caught in a bow battle, and me shooting at him means we're both going to be aware of it. Oh, spammer. Snowball spam. So pretty much, the fact that we are now in a bow battle means it's going to be harder to hit each other because we're both just going to be running back and forth, paying attention to each other, rather than just shooting at people who aren't paying attention. Because, you know, it's kind of a waste of time just to get in a battle, a little bow battle. But shooting at someone who isn't paying attention, like that guy or the dude running over there or whatever, it's a lot more efficient than shooting at someone who's literally shooting at you back, and you're just doing that for 20 minutes because you both are avoiding each other's shots. So yeah, tip number 6 is to avoid getting in bow battles. Tip number 7 is pretty similar to tip number 5 in a way, is to know when to go in and also know when to stay back. The best times to stay back are right in the beginning of the rounds when they're doing the snowball spam, like I said, and the best times to go in are when the people on the other team run out of snowballs and you can go in and you still save them. So now that everyone has run out of snowballs, now this is a good time to try and go in because they all wasted their snowballs, and then you could go in and hit them with some snowballs while they are not paying attention. And then, oh, that was a nice bow shot there. That was smart. See, that's what you got to do. Do what they did. They shot me when I went in. So yeah, pretty much now people are starting to die and regain their snowballs. So now you probably want to stay back and shoot a little bit. Just try to read what they're doing. If they're all staying back, it probably means they ran out of snowballs. But if they're all charging in, it means they are locked and loaded, and you want to give some space and use the bow. Pretty much, it's like kind of like a dance in a way. You have to go in when they are back and go back when they come in with their snowballs, if that makes sense. You just kind of got to read what they're doing and know the right timing and everything. Nothing too hard. Just make sure in the beginning of rounds to be careful, and when you see them waste them all, like right now, as you can see, they're about to spam all their snowballs. Up, here they go. Rip snowballs. And the last tip has to do with bouncing off the walls, and as you will see, you could run in and then you could bounce off the wall, and it will be hard to hit you. However, if you spend all your time then bouncing off these walls here, it means that you will get less kills, because obviously if you are a moving object, it's going to be a lot harder to shoot at someone when you're bouncing in the air compared to if you're standing still. So obviously shooting, you'll be a lot more accurate. If you bounce off the walls like this, it's going to be harder to hit you, but it will also be typically harder to hit everyone else. Like you see, when I'm flying high in the sky, it's very hard to hit people. And our team is just making me run in further to demonstrate this, aren't they? But yeah, as you can see, I'm bouncing off the walls, and they're not hitting me, but I'm not hitting them either. So it's kind of just a waste of time, just bouncing and no one hitting each other and bouncing, and I don't know. I don't get the point of it, to be honest with you. But yeah, I would just advise not to do that. I just advise to be smart and use the bow. See, it's a lot better. I ran out of arrows, but you get the point. So yeah, that is going to be all for today's video. If it did help you out, make sure to subscribe and to crush the bell to be notified for tournaments and any other videos or anything on the channel. Also like the video because it really helps out more than you think, and it's really easy to do. So yeah, hopefully you did enjoy, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, and goodbye.